let's see, is everything fine on the audio side? Let's see. Does the microphone pick the audio of my voice pretty well? The in-game audio seems to be alright as well. I can change the source and then we can start. Alright, ladies and gentlemen and more, welcome back! Once again with the Greatest Attorney Adventures, the first game in the Double Pack Chronicles. First of all, I have to thank Fragilities, I believe this is the correct way to read it, for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the time here. Also, where were we? Well, we discovered the last time that basically the guest in the other room is none other than the disappeared ballerina from the newspaper article, which tried to hide herself, to disguise herself as a middle-aged man with a long beard, also quite robust. But thanks to, I don't know if I should say Herlock Sholmes deduction, but and indeed, actually that moment allowed us to get introduced to another mechanic in this game. That is the deduction. I'll call it dance because basically both Herlock and Ryunosuke literally dance during the deduction. Basically, Herlock deduces some stuff. He has some basic moments as the basis should be right, but it actually screws up in specific elements to the point that even the one person he was deducing about went, huh? And then it's Ryunosuke himself that has to correct him, and Ryunosuke dances with him. Dances and corrects him by basically why don't go black, by substituting specific words Herlock said with stuff that we have in the card record menu, that is evidences, other persons, etc. Also, again, Ryunosuke enjoys this very much. Just 1 second because I'm receiving a call. Just 1 second, I apologize. And I'm back. And why did it get stuck here? The audio is fine. I apologize. I have to check whether it's a live stream or it's the tablet once again. Since I usually use a tablet. Sorry for the pronunciation. I usually use a tablet as a second screen to check if the live stream is going smoothly or not. Let's check. Okay, the live stream is going very well, so it's the tablet that once again has this weird issue where the audio keeps going but the video doesn't. I don't know why that is, but alright. So as I was saying, there's this mechanic that was introduced the last time we played this game. It is the deduction dance, and also Ryunosuke enjoys this so much. I mean, he tries to say that he doesn't, but we know that inside his heart he enjoyed it so much. It was also the only time so far that he didn't have his hands uncuffed, since Herlock, for some reason, seems to be very good at freeing and then putting once again the handcuffs on Ryunosuke's hands. And I believe this is somehow connected to his talent of being able to disappear and appear in whatever place in any place, like he appeared all of a sudden on the desk in Kazuma's cabin, and then in other places. He has such a talent. What is he, a magician? Anyway, we've just met Osonaga, who also helped us to exit from the cabin, and how can I say? Let's just say that the fact that he coughs blood is not the only sign of being unhealthy for now, unfortunately. So, what did we discover recently? Let's check, let's give a brief check to the history, to the log. So Osonaga also was feeling, is still feeling actually a heavy head, just like Ryunosuke right after he woke up. Actually, Ryunosuke is still feeling a bit weird with his head. So let's see. Also, yes. Oh, now remember. The market you can see on the bottom right, right there. Is from Kazuma's shoe, which should mean that Kazuma was forcefully moved somehow, and maybe that was how whoever actually murdered him simulated the fact that it was Ryunosuke, or maybe it was right when they were fighting. There are several implications about this. Currently, I don't have a clear idea about it, but let's keep going. We should be able to let's see if we can examine something more. Oh, the desk. Can we examine it again? Let's check. Exactly. And I didn't notice about the speckle band and the whistling sound. And there we go. Don't tell me. Society is correct. We have yet to look for other evidences that can support those words, because yes, they are going to be very important. It's thanks to those words that we've also checked on at the other room. Outside of the fact that we noticed about the ventilator's hole. We have to solve this. The body, the body sign, with also the word written with ink, which translates as wardrobe. And again, this is clearly this probably what happened is that probably someone, the actual murderer, probably made it look like it was Kazuma who wrote the word wardrobe in Russian in order to get Ryunosuke accused, which also means that somehow this was someone who knew. And now that I think about it, this has to be someone who actually knew about Ryunosuke being in the wardrobe. Otherwise, why would the others? How could this person know about someone living literally for 2 weeks in the wardrobe like Ryunosuke did? Also because why? Or maybe it wasn't the person who murdered him. I'm trying to think about it, because at first I thought that maybe it was whoever murdered him, who was also Russian, that made it look like he wrote wardrobe in Russian with his last moments of life before dying. But now, maybe, what if Kazuma actually knows Russian? And they left that hint for the crew members of the ship. But why wardrobe? In the sense, everyone, even Herlock Sholmes, who with weird takes with this deduction, can actually imagine it's a logical consequence. Seeing wardrobe written on the floor, going to the wardrobe, finding a person, and then that person gets accused. In case it was Kazuma, I assume he had other intentions when he wrote wardrobe. But why did he write it? Or rather, I assume it because he wanted Ryunosuke to get free. Ryunosuke to... I don't know. This is something I'm just thinking right now, and I really don't know about whether I'm kind of split right now. Whether it was someone else who basically wrote the wardrobe on the floor for him, or if it was Kazuma himself who actually knew Russian and wrote by himself the word before dying. This is something which is still a shrouded in mystery. That's also true. That's also... That's exactly my first theory. Why would have Kazuma written those words in Russian rather than... I mean, in Japanese? So, they're going for the theory, for the first theory that in mind, that it's not Kazuma the one who wrote it. Let's check once again the mark left from the shoe, from Kazuma's shoe. Also, this glass looks like half of a bell to me. Also, I've yet to see anything that resembles a second half of a purple bell. That great detective you seem to know all about. Yunosuke, are you jealous? Nah. And of course, Susato. Come on, it's a great detective. Didn't you see that action I did earlier? And Yunosuke, the same one I corrected, you mean? Also, I didn't enjoy dancing at all. Nada. Let's check this other part. No. Alright, I had to use the arrows. This is something we already checked. Susato, don't look at me like that, please. Also, once again, since she keeps checking the exact same book for everything, for Kazuma's latest last words, for random trivia, for Herlock Sholmes' adventures, everything on the exact same book. Check here. Nothing to see. New here. Nothing. Not on the bed, the wardrobe. What about the books? The books, there's something new about the books, maybe, I suppose. Right now. Earlier they weren't disarranged. Also, the same happened in the other cabin, the one where Pavlova is. Well, to be fair, Susato, this is the same cabin where a stowaway person was living in the wardrobe, so there was already some damage to begin with. Also, what did that? And why? Actually, I wonder, did the ship have an issue that forced them to a hard stop that made all the books fall over? Alright, can we talk again? This is the usual moment in Saturn games where there are several things that there are specific things that you must do to proceed in the story, but you do not know exactly what. Oh, let's check again the rules. The rules of passage. And we already know that the Pavlova somehow brought whatever pet it is, since we have yet to know what which kind of pet she brought on the ship. She's really trying to keep that a secret. It's a demon! No, please no. I mean, Susato, duh! It must be there. That does look like a deduction from Herlock Sholmes. Also, Don't tell me it's actually a living person. We've already excluded that hypothesis when actually also Herlock thought at first that the ballerina Pavlova was in there. Alright, and we cannot converse either. I thought we could actually present some evidences to Osonaga. No, we can't. Alright. Nothing to see here, nothing to see there. Alright. Well then, let's try to move. Should we go? I mean, I suppose we can't go in Miss Pavlova's cabin yet, so let's check once again the first class passageway. Okay, the plot is progressing, watch out! Still can't believe there's an actual mousetrap that looks like it's coming from Tom and Jerry over there. What happened? Wait, Strogenov is not there? Also, thank you, Rinosuke, for spelling out the pan. Exactly, since... does that mean that we can actually go to the other parts of the ship? What the hell is going on? What? Ah, it must be Pavlova. It has to be her. Wait, what? What the hell is going on? No. Stick with the voice, with whatever was going on earlier. Okay, we are going into Miss Pavlova's cabin once again. Strogenov. You already also caught on the pan. Come on. Let's move in her cabin. So, Miss Pavlova, can we talk? Wait, the traveling case is open. The traveling case is open. Where's the friend? The friend. Also, Miss Pavlova is not in the cabin. Which means that they can actually investigate. Also, yes, again, the traveling case. Also, Susato is learning from Herlock somehow. Wait a second, Susato. Let me recap this. You didn't want Rinosuke to check on Kazuma's private stuff. His last words are from sketchbook, but at the same time, you have no issue to check on someone else's, someone you don't even know outside of just a few words you exchanged earlier. Someone else's private stuff, her clothes. Seriously, Susato? And why didn't you say this earlier? And actually, you executed a pretty well done, if I can say so myself, Susato takedown. Susato? I mean, she's right, but I can sense an inconsistency here. Also, ooh, also for her. Ooh, that's right. Ooh. She looks very determined. A bit inconsistent, but very determined. And let's examine. Let's examine every single thing. First of all, that plate on the floor, on the carpet, must be for whatever friend Miss Pavlova has brought with her in her traveling case. There's also some parallel with the plate Ryunosuke had in Kazuma's cabin, which was also on the floor somehow. Oh, poor Ryunosuke, poor little pet. I mean, for her pet. A lick of what? A lick? No, it's for her pet. We don't exactly know that yet, but yeah, sure. If there were a leak, it would have been very noticeable. So I assume. Thank you, Susato. Let's check this. That's logical, very, very logical. That's actually the logical conclusion. Come on now, Ryunosuke. Don't lay 1,000 on that. You'd probably regret it. I'm liking the relationship between the two right now. I can check this. Let's check her cabin's desk. True. That's true. Ryunosuke, don't steal my words, please. Susato once again checks with no hesitation. Also, always from her small book, she's not checking those books, but all the answers to every question of the world is on her small book. Thank you, Susato. No one would have thought about this. Thank you. Alright. She is correct, but still. What about this? This trash can? Or a waste paper basket, alright. But what about not losing any chance, any time? Going to the basket, no! Let's see. And it's time to check. Nothing? I'm surprised as well. And here we go. Let's check the traveling case, the empty traveling case. Great deduction. A friend that, again, we have no idea about its nature yet. It must be with her. I hope it's with her. Imagine if it's still in the cabin. Just like it happened in the other room. Sure, the greatly famous god of the sea that topples books on ships. Sure. Everyone heard about that. That would have hurt quite a lot. Also. And when could that exactly have happened? Exactly? I mean, in what moment? Right when you were checking her room, actually investigating her with all the dance about maybe Ryunosuke while dancing during the deduction inadvertently hurt himself by on the shelves. Maybe that's what happened. Ah. But it's weird since they look like to have been toppled in the exact same way. So does that mean that whoever actually murdered Kazuma also checked inside the Miss Pavlova's cabin? Were they looking for something on the shelves? Let's see. They did say that it was in exactly the same way, right? Mm-hmm. Let's tie the things up. Okay, with the fact that the books in Miss Pavlova's cabin were also toppled, I'm starting to think that someone, maybe the murderer or some other person, I suppose it's the same person as murderer, were looking for something. First, they looked for it in maybe also other cabins, but we have no idea about them. They were looking for whatever, I don't know what. First, in Miss Pavlova's cabin, they didn't find it. Then they checked inside Kazuma's cabin, and probably that must be when Kazuma and this thief murderer had a collusion, and unfortunately during that collusion Kazuma was killed. That may make sense. We may also have a motivation behind the murder. Rather, the thief didn't want anyone to know about whatever he was looking for. And still, what was he looking for? I have no idea. No. Alright, actually the dialogue is a bit changed since we have already tidied the books up. Susato really likes order. Let's check her other. No, we can't do that. Let's check her clothes. Susato, do that, please. Don't. What's the matter? Come on now, Susato. No, wait. I mean, it's true that Ryunosuke lived in the wardrobe, in Kazuma's wardrobe for 15 days, but it's not like he must live in any wardrobe now. Come on, Susato! With that face, also with that pit in her face! Susato can be a great comedian, even if maybe it's not her intention, but that's quite this is comedy. Yeah, that's true. Also, after spending 15 days almost entirely in a wardrobe, I believe Ryunosuke has no intention of going into another wardrobe for a long time. Yes, that's a good deduction. And this friend. Also, thank you, Ryunosuke, for the parallel for supporting parallel with Miss Pavlova's friend. Nothing here. Here's the all, the other side of the all, which sounds weird, well, whatever. Honestly, that can happen, and given the circumstances. Speaking of which, no trace about the speckled band so far. No, Susato, don't pull the cord, please. And she did it. Which means that someone must come. Is going to come. Maybe? Actually, the last time no one came, if I remember correctly. Exactly, that would have been the worst thing to happen during investigation, to have someone sorry for the try. That would have meant to actually play yourselves like a fiddle. I mean, why? Let's see. Interesting how there is no ventilators all over here. Nothing to check here. Check there. We've checked also the basket, the desk, the traveling case, the bookshelf. The rules of passage, let's check them once again. Maybe there are some new elements somehow. Again, passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Our special friend. I hope he does, and it's not having actually fun exploring the ship. That's actually something that might happen. But it depends also on the friend's strength. You know, Sakal is feeling the same risk. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Nothing here, nothing new here, nothing. Let's check the pipe. Nothing about the pipe. Let's check the door. True. The methods he talked about also in the small dialogue that I actually triggered by mistake earlier. Come on, Rinosuke. You have also a detective who somehow knows how to appear and disappear in a whim and how to open up and reclose handcuffs. That detective might be also a suspect, in my opinion. No, jokes aside. I believe that we have checked everything here. Nothing to see here. Nothing. That carpet looks good, though. Nothing. Nothing about the lamp. The rules of passage have just been checked. Nothing else. Nothing. Nothing else. I'm going to bet now that somehow will be discovered. Someone will find out about the investigation we're currently that's currently going on in secret somehow. And just right when we leave the room. Let's try. First of all, let's save. Since I don't know what might happen here. Let's save here. Fantastic. And now let's try to leave the cabin. Let's move. On the passageway again. Nothing. Let's examine. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Welcome back, Herlock. There it is. What are you checking right now? Why are you checking the names register? Hi, Herlock. That's true. That's absolutely true. Wait, is he singing to himself? Was he the... He was the person who was singing. Does Does he admire himself so hard that he actually sings whenever he does something good? That's amazing. Tra-la-la-lira-lira-lay, I did it the detective way. I love it. Herlock. I mean, Ryunosuke, you can dance also at this point. Come on, deduce while dancing. He is clearly in very, very high spirits. Also, he may be high without spirits. He's still singing! When the yard a bit of more than it could chew, is he referring to Scotland Yard? And through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky Herlock was about. Those rhymes. Ryunosuke, before talking, you should raise your hand. That's the courtesy, right? I mean, that's how you do it during trials. You should also try to be as gentlemanly as possible with Herlock. I solved it all and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way. No rhyme here. Sholmes! No, what is with this boss? Is he ready to fight? I mean, yes, he is ready to fight, but why? Calm down, Herlock, calm down. I know you were thinking, but please, calm down. He was so intended to sing. Oh man. What about this boss? Why? I don't think he actually hit Ryunosuke. Thank you, Ryunosuke. Calm down, Herlock. Calm down. And there we go. Mr. Sholmes, first of all, great singer. Second of all, what did you find out? While singing. That. Strogenov. What did you find about the ship's log? I said at first it was the name's record. I was slightly wrong. Well, after 2 AM this morning, the majority of the entries are blank. Alright, that's the same thing that we noticed the one time we were able to check it. Also Sholmes, of course, says, do you think those that means just that nothing happened? What is it, forever in 3 houses? Hey, Herlock, please, your manners. I mean, Herlock, your logic is weird as well, but please, go on. Oh, now that is a good thing to actually notice. Since Strogenov actually writes nothing to report, if he didn't write nothing to report, it means that something happened. Thank you, Herlock. You actually noticed that something that may be useful. And yet, those spaces are blank. Not even nothing to report. Was it due to Miss Pavlova having trying to trying to be on board. No details for now, but yes, something may have happened. Well, at least we're going to log the ship's log in the court record. Thank you. Yes, but also... kinda. Stop laughing! Wait, what? Were you laughing so hard that you actually hurt yourself? You too? So far we have Herlock Sholmes, Inspector Sonaga, and Rinosuke himself having a throbbing head. This is clearly connected to the case somehow. This is clearly connected. But how? But how? But no headache can stop him from singing. It looks like. Why do I keep pronouncing singing as a sinking? That is like the ship is sinking. Why? Oh, so I was actually wondering why didn't Susato feel that her head was throbbing, but it looks like she is feeling the exact same. She's having the exact same weird feeling. So what's going on? There must be a connection with the ventilator's hall. Actually, with the multiple ventilator's halls, since even Susato is feeling the same, and Herlock, and also Naga. So what can we examine now? Nothing here. Nothing new here. Nothing. Miss Pavlova's cabin's door again? Why? We already did that, Susato. Ah, this must be a conversation that I skipped earlier. But alright, let's try going back in Kazuma's cabin then. Let's see. Nothing new. Nothing new to see, to look at, nothing. Let's move once again in Pavlova's cabin then. I do have a feeling that... What? What's going on? An emergency? Right now? Wait, what? Uh-oh. And why did it happen? Uh-oh. That's a twist. Okay. Wait a second. The door. The door. Do we have a peek? I don't think we have a peek about the door. No, wait. Don't tell me that somehow... Okay, alright. Now I know how the hell did the cabin get closer from the inside. It was the ship. The ship, with its inclination, actually made it so that all the doors were closer from the inside. Which means... Wait a second also then. I mean, that explains how whoever killed Kazuma could have escaped from the cabin and then leave the door closer from the inside, since this means that it was the ship itself. And that's why also all the heads were dropping on the morning, because the ship, because of something similar, maybe during the exact same time on the log there were all those blank spaces. Maybe at that time, again, the ship was almost going to crash against another vessel. They had to make an emergency maneuver, and that emergency maneuver forced the ship to get inclined to the point of see all the books falling off, but above all, the doors closing. Now that explains how the doors were closed from the inside. Now that explains it. Should we? I mean, we are currently in a secret investigation. Other crew members shouldn't find out about Ryunosuke and Susato. And Susato is clearly worried. Is it a Strogenov? Oh no, Sonaga. Okay, okay. We can actually... Now we know how now we know how the door got closed from the inside. I mean, please, open it. Or maybe... Ah, that's fine. It did. What? What happened? What's going on? And to be continued. Let's see, what's going to happen then? Why is he so worried? Let's save. Investigation part 3. Let's go. Thank you. Hi, Miss Pavlova. I see, man. Unfortunately, Osonaga, you don't look an art, but that's from earlier. That is very interesting, since this means that someone, that there's a person who actually likes to issue false reports. Sure, must have thought, sure. Everything's chaos. Strogenov, are you sure you aren't related to Jack from Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin? It's like a thirst, a hunger. Ooh. is it always Yunosuke? I mean, Susato is there as well. The devil! No, wait a second. Actually, the traveling case was already opened. Why? Don't tell me he's now getting accused of killing Pavlov's friend. Please now. Oh man. He's also out of a face to be punched on. Okay, what solution? What solution? What kind of solution can we find out? Susato, please! Why? Susato? Why did you do that? So, I assume everything is already checked. We must talk. We must talk. I believe that's the only way. Let's see, everything is checked already. Let's try to talk with Osonaga first. Let's check on him. Now we must find out a way to actually not get accused of murdering Miss Pavlova's friend. And we don't want you to get hurt even more, Osonaga. Oh no. Herlock! Herlock, thank you! What are you doing over there? Why? That must be what... You see, yesterday I joined another streamer for the community, I mean, the YouTubers, the Italian Nintendo Focus streamers community. And we talked about the Greatest Attorney, and he actually mentioned this moment where Herlock was like this, appearing all of a sudden. I mean, how did you even appear in the cabin? There are 3 persons, I mean, actually 5 persons, including Rinosuke and Susato, in the cabin. The door was closed. I don't think I noticed you earlier. When did you exactly appear? How and when? From the ventilator's hole? No, it's impossible. He couldn't pass through there, and others would have noticed. From the pipe? Of course not. Where did he actually... How did he actually enter here? Is there a secret passage somehow? Is there a secret passage maybe under the carpet? Nah. I'm bewildered. But that's our hope. That's our hope. So, Herlock! Exactly. Why are you there? What are you looking at there? Wait! Herlock, you look good with the tiara, but that's Miss Pavlova's tiara! And yes, it's goggles on again. Yeah, sure, you were in fine with that. Oh, ciao Zoe83, scusami se non ti ho visto prima, ero un pochino preso in effetti. Yes, you do. I suppose you're having fun anyway. Hmm? Did you really need it to hang on there to assess that? And why are you ready to fight again? That's actually a good question, a good thing to wonder about. Hmm? Oh, Herlock was looking for Sonaga. And that is... And that is, again... Hmm? Okay, let's see... Is it time for another deduction dance then? Also, please don't incriminate Rinosuke even further. The responsible person is me! Oh, deduction once again? We'll have to correct him. Why hedgehogs specifically? And now we know why that happened. Now we know why that happened. It was another false report that forced the ship to actually get inclined, and that's how the door closed from the inside. But now we know how it got locked. Another entrance? I was joking about the secret passage earlier. Were you talking about the ventilator hole then? But that's very small. Unless... Miss Pavlova's friend? But why? Okay. But again, it's way too small. Don't tell me that he's actually going to incriminate Miss Pavlova's friend. Pet, I mean. That's a correct observation. Is that due to the mention of the speckled band? He has to. My dear madam. That's something I'm actually wondering about. Still wondering about. In this cabin? Okay, he has his goggles again, and why does he want to fight so much? Where? Danger about what? About Miss Pavlova's friend, pet? What? What exactly? A snake? Also, Seaman, you may have not noticed about that, but you have a snake around your face. Whatever. Also, I like how he keeps being calm despite having a snake all around his face like that. Oh. He may be right about this. The speckled band, speckled, which means spotty, band, I assume Kazuma saw the snake from a specific distance to the point that he couldn't distinguish that it was a snake, rather a band. I assume it makes sense. Also, Pavlova, seriously, a snake? Can someone save Seaman Strogenov, please? Striped band. Oh no. Let's see. Herlock. Trap. Again, I still assume that Kazuma wasn't able to distinctly see the snake and all of its details, so that may be why he saw it first as a band and as a speckled one. I'm starting to fear that the Herlock is actually assuming that the snake was responsible. And wait a second, how did the Kazuma die exactly? We have the post-mortem report. Cervical spine injury. Ouch! Ouch! I mean, that would mean that he got strangled. The snake jumped on him and he strangled. I'm not sure. I can't believe that. Can we examine that further? Cervical vertebra resulting in instant death. Almost certainly. That could be a case of being strangled by something as strong as the hold of a snake. I can't deny that it's a possibility, but let's see where this goes. There we go. The music is still going for. Strogenov can't talk right now. I mean, exactly. Yes, the logic and the reasoning spectacular. This also means that we'll have to correct him. Can we correct him in such a way that, while also not making so that the snake was the culprit, means that we are not the culprit either? Hacking heart? What? And there it is, the first weird detail from Herlock's deduction. That's correct. Or rather, that specific part of the deduction was correct. Can someone help Strogenov, please? Wait, the friend isn't serpent? Writing serpent? Don't tell me her friend is a Strogenov. No. I'm getting confused now. Because that's one detail that we have to correct. But if her friend isn't the snake, then can someone save Steven Strogenov, please? Stop doing that. Don't strengthen the hole too much, please. Ooh. What is she trying to hide? What is she trying to hide? That cannot be the snake's soft skin then. It looks like that should be a speckled band, should it? The snake probably visited Kazuma's cabin. And he may have left his other skin, which resulted in him noticing the speckled band. She's Russian. So, first topic. Second topic. And if I understand correctly, I assume now Herlock is going to deduce that it was due to the snake strangling Kazuma. It wasn't the snake anyway. We have yet to solve the issue of the fact that he wrote the wardrobe in Russian. There are so many things that somehow happened to the point that made it easier for whoever wanted for the real responsible for the crime. Correct. Now, what is the thing that you're going to? And that's something that we know for sure that it didn't happen, since the death report, post-mortem report, actually specified that there were no signs of poison. So, Herlock, once again, you can be a great detective, but also a terrible one at times. Evidences, and Pavlova is actually looking at it. So, what kind of evidence could it be? There is an evidence, but it's not the one he thinks about. Could it be the bell, the 1/2 of that purple thing? There are no signs of that. Again, we already know that there are no external signs of damage. Thank you, Pavlova. Thank you. Okay, it's let's correct him then. The snake definitely visited Kazuma, and then Pavlova tried to hide him. So that's not true either. Or rather, he believes that it was the snake who did it. The whistling is connected to the snake. True, that is correct. To train? What? Are you trying? He's actually suggesting that it was intentional. Can't it be the snake itself whistling? Going I mean, it's not a whistle, but it could be heard as a whistle, maybe during the night. I don't know. Anyway, I like Herlock's fanfiction of the case. I really like the idea of someone actually commanding a snake by whistling. That is not what happened. That's not what happened. The snake went through the ventilator's gate, but we must assume that it did not kill. I hope so. Or anyway, Pavlova did not order it to kill Kazuma. This is one long deduction. This is so long. Nope, it is fallible. I've already deduced the 1 point in the second topic. Exactly. There is no trace of poison. There was no trace of poison in Kazuma's body. That was so long. Well, Rinosuke. Also, Herlock, would you mind to free Rinosuke from his handcuffs for the deduction dance, please? Again, this is a great fanfiction. That was just to fade it. Rinosuke... I mean, that would be convenient for Rinosuke since it actually frees him from all from being incriminated for the case. But we must seek the truth. This is convenient, but it's not the truth. Susato? What do you want to say? Come on, venture it. And I'm glad that it was the Susato who actually brought it up. That move. Oh, he was shocked. What kind of threat? Which means that the snake could not hear Pavlova whistling. The what now? Thank you, Susato. Actually, to be honest, I did not know that snakes are thief, and that's a great way to actually explain all the performers, all the legends about the performers using flutes to command to command snakes. That's a great way to explain it. And the Herlock is like a student listening to his teacher. Oh, I see. This is the first time I actually see Herlock being desperate. Oh, and also he's angry with snakes. Come on. Herlock does not want to hear more objections to his action. Hmm? Herlock, come on. Hmm? Still, he looks defeated. Well, Susato actually, let's see. Thank you. This is the right time to do the deduction dance. Mm-hmm. Come on, Inosuke, you enjoy it. No, you were not waiting for Yunosuke to actually intervene in your deduction. You were not waiting for it. Also, this means that exactly, he somehow freed Yunosuke from his handcuffs again. I still wonder how he does that. I still wonder. Not even Osonaga knows where did they go. And the dance is off. Let's go, Inosuke. Let's try. Mm-hmm. I love this part. I love this mechanic. Mm-hmm. Hacking heart. And now there's a part to correct. But it's not the art, it's a wrist. Maybe. Because I see that she's actually touching her wrist, her left wrist. Let's do this. Oh, not to the wrist, but... Toe scratch. How many animals are on this shape then? Because clearly it wasn't the snake. Like, that's... those are scratches that a cat can leave. Mm-hmm. I believe.
Yes!
Last percent. Mm-hmm. God also can correct him. Mm-hmm. She did. Mm-hmm. Ouch. So, wait. I mean, now I assume that her friend, her pet, is a cat. Again, the question is, where did Herlock find the snake then? Also, again, can someone free the snake, Steven Strogenov from the snake, please? He doesn't seem to be hurting, but better to avoid any uncomfortable, let's say, consequences. Exactly. Again, because as Herlock said, they're useless. No joke. I thought since earlier we've added the fact that the part of this dialogue about the snake being her friend as the one thing that we had to correct. I thought first that somehow Strogenov was her friend. Of course, not one in the traveling case, but maybe a friend that boarded with her, that helped her with everything. But it doesn't make any sense. So of course it must be something like a cat. Her gaze then. Where is she looking at? Oh, it is a cat. It is a cat. I like how we actually had the evidence in front of our own eyes for this time, but it's only thanks to the wonders of having a camera that can be rotated that now we can see it. And there's our friend. Also, there's the bell. There's the bell. The bell. I was right about the fact that it looked like a half of a bell, and there it is. Her cat looks so cute. Let's do this. That kitten looks so adorable. Jeez. Let's present this.
Yes.
Now I wanted to see Herlock say, "Oh, of course, the little kitten, just like I knew from the start, from the very beginning." Now, do it. So, her pet was a kitten. Is a kitten, rather. And her name is Darka. I'm still wondering, where did Herlock find the snake in all of this? I mean, the snake could, at this point, the snake could still be the culprit. Isn't it? Or rather, being part of how the mother did it. Nah, we already stated that snakes cannot hear from, don't have ears, so they cannot hear whistles or signals of any kind. But maybe he was still trained? I still wonder, because again, the snake could have strangled Kazuma. Since, as we already noticed, he had a severe vertebrae damage, and that's how he died. Certainly not the fangs. Certainly not the fangs. No, he wasn't poisoned. Right, since that cannot be the snake's skin. What is it? What is it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There must be something like a toy for kid, for Darka. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. I mean, maybe that's actually the reason behind those wacky deductions. Mm-hmm. Let's check her back. What is that? That looks like a toy. That looks like a toy indeed, but what about the... Can I? Let's check here. Mm-hmm. It is. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering, I'm trying to wonder about how did the Kazuma see the speckled band, since that looked like a speckled band. Did Miss Pavlova actually jump on her bed and try to, maybe her kitten actually went through the ventilation gate, and she tried to seek for her attention by moving left and right, up and down through the ventilator's gate, her speckled band, but that seems rather difficult to do. Mm-hmm. Let's present this.
Yes!
And now Herlock will go. Ah, of course, the cat's toy! That was the thing I was trying to say. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so she actually dangled it through the ventilator. The kitten was already in Kazuma's cabin. Mm-hmm. I was starting. That makes sense, but I was thinking that the ventilator was too high to actually use the cat's toy to seek for the cat's attention. At least now we know the nature of the speckled band. And Pavlova got hit hard. Okay, the first topic was solved, but what about the second? That was solved. Now let's correct the second topic. I mean, clearly Darka didn't do it. Clearly it wasn't. She wasn't. It wasn't responsible for Kazuma's death. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Darka's fangs. What did it? Nope. Herlock, nope. But we also know that there were no signs of poison. Thank you. I mean, it's true that this is the one part where we can say that that's what it deduces because it doesn't have all the informations. I at least can. This is the one time. That's true. All right, let's present this.
Yes.
Rinosuke is actually looking so proud about correcting Herlock. That grin on his face. I believe that is correct. Seaman Strogenov is strong enough to bear such pain. No, he will die anyway, but maybe we'll fight. Oh my God, Rinosuke having the same pose of the same exact pose even during the dance, during the deduction dance. Fantastic. The jury's out about whether Strogenov is immortal or not. And this must be about the first half, the half of the darkest color, darkest of the bell, which usually is on darkest color. Of course she didn't. I have a feeling that that's not what happened. First, let's save. And then let's present, I believe, this.
Yes.
Is it correct? Do you? So that is the mark of Kazuma's shoes. Don't tell me that's really what happened. Don't tell me that's really what happened. I was sure about actually being a murder. That it was an actual murder. Ooh. But then how could the ever written wardrobe in Russian then? There is someone else who actually did it. I mean, if Kazuma really died with no other people's intervention, someone must have written a wardrobe in Russian using his finger, because in order to incriminate Yunosuke. But why? Now they must be talking about the bell. Not the traveling case. Not the traveling case. So he actually tripped on... he tripped on Darka? I was not expecting that outcome. I was not expecting Kazuma's death to actually be accidental. Especially not like this. And now let's check the whereabouts. So, she is not looking here. Let's check here. No, no. The waste paper basket. Let's give a more detailed look at that. What's inside? Which is weird because at first Susato checked the basket and didn't notice anything weird. And there it is. How could you not notice, Susato earlier? How did you not notice? That's the other half of the bell. Let's present.
Yes.
Let's just 1 second because I need to turn the lights of my room on. It is getting darker here. The sun is starting to set, so. It does, Herlock, it does. I know you didn't deduce about this at first, but it does. That's true. It's part of Darka Scholar. Oh, actually, Herlock telling to us. Come on, Rinosuke. Go with the fatal blow. I mean, not fatal, but. We have it. We have it. There it is.
Yes.
I still cannot believe that the Kazuma actually tripped on Darka. I cannot believe it. And that's the way he died. That's dramatic. That's tragic. I still can't believe it. This is such a weird way to die for Kazuma. Somehow, I will consider also a bit stupid, but it's so dramatic. I mean, I'm sorry for Pavlova. Of course she's not involved with this. It was all an accident. Or rather, of course, Herlock had no intention of killing Kazuma. and she had no intention of letting her cat go through the ventilation gate, but that's hard. I'm still shocked. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's how can I say it? Considering what's going on and how it presumably started, that's a bit topical. That's timing. Mm-hmm. So of course she'll lure it right after Kazuma died, because she thought that Kazuma was sleeping. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, that must be the moment where... Oh. So she heard the exact moment when Kazuma tripped on Darka. Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm speechless. I never imagined that this would have been a way to solve an case in an Ace Attorney game. Wow. Mm-hmm. And also, there's still the fact about the false reports. There's still the fact that the false reports made the ship, forced the ship to steer away from whatever vessel, or rather, whatever vessel someone thought or fabricated of seeing, and then the ship got inclined to the point of the books falling over and the doors closing from the inside. There's still that part to solve. So there's also this part. Probably the incident happened. Wouldn't Miss Pavlova have noticed if the ship was starting to incline? Mm-hmm. So of course she didn't enter in Kazuma's room. Darka was inside the traveling case at first. Do we have a way to actually get her cat back? Wow, Rinosuke! Wow! Wow! Yeah, good question. Where did Herlock find that snake? I thought at first that they could have actually killed Kazuma by strangling him somehow. Yeah. there a snake? No, you didn't, especially, and I know that that happened because the snake was actually covering your mouth, but you didn't say it. And that makes sense. That makes somehow sense. Wait, seamen can bring on the ship animals, but guests can't? But well, that can happen when Herlock is involved. I mean, sure, but there are rules of passage to follow and... human? Oh! Well, that's a relief. I have multiple questions about the comparison between the snake and your grandmother, Strogenov. I mean, smile. Not milk. And that's a Strogenov hurting Herlock Sholmes once again somehow. And that's why there's the mousetrap right outside in the passageway. That explains the mousetrap. Both of them. Exactly. Herlock, oh no, yes, shadows all over his eyes. I don't like that look. I don't like that look at all. Herlock. Oh no, he's going to get angry again against snakes. Here we go. Did he fall? Herlock? Herlock, are you okay? Herlock? Did he get so angry that he actually tripped himself? There is still one element we're missing. Or maybe that's something that will be briefly explained then. This is such a weird way. Again, I'm very surprised this is how the case turned out to be solved. And now Susato is giving her that sight. Herlock, what are you trying to say? What is missing here? Is this about the door being closed from the inside? Herlock? Herlock? destruction? What? I cannot believe that Yunosuke didn't even notice about again. He didn't notice about the shackles being on his hands again. Ooh. Seriously? And that is? He was. He absolutely was. The other part we've yet to understand how, what happened about is... I mean, we know that the door was closed from the inside now due to the ship getting inclined. But we still don't know about the... oh god. Wait a second. Did Pavlova actually enter into... Did she actually enter into Kazuma's cabin? And was she the one who actually wrote wardrobe in Russian? That could have perfectly happened between right when Strogenov was not on site due to potential issues with the ship. Maybe was she the one who issued also the false report from the night? I mean, we have no other person here who could be who is involved in the case. I mean, Stroganov sure didn't. Or maybe Stroganov helped her. Of course, there are other things to discover about this case. We know that it was an accident. We know so far that it was an accident. That Darka inadvertently went through the ventilation gate and Kazuma tripped on her, and that's how he died. But there are other circumstances that, again, we have no... I mean, we have a clear idea about the door now, but the fact about the door, why did the ship incline, why there was such a convenient false report right there, now I start to understand. Maybe Pavlova actually issued the false report from inside her cabin, and that's what allowed her to... Right around the time before the ship inclined, to enter Kazuma's cabin, make it so that he allegedly wrote wardrobe in Russian, then returned in her cabin, and that may be also how she picked her Darka back. She went through the cabin, and that all to not let her be discovered. I fear that may be what happened. Pavlova going all in trying to not let herself be discovered, and then which would have resulted in her being forced out of the ship. Her escape stopping right at Hong Kong. Her dreams about going to England and then America being shattered. I mean, the British Empire, and then America then shattered to the point of incriminating someone else. But I believe that we'll have to wait until tomorrow to uncover the real truth. What happened. Wow. I still cannot believe that Kazuma died by accident. I still can... I mean, I assume that we won't have other surprising developments about that. That specific... The part about how Kazuma died should have been cleared by now. There are other things surrounding his death, other things surrounding how Pavlova obtained to get her cat back. Why everyone felt like a throbbing had a headache the morning after Kazuma's death. the doors being closed from the inside. We know now the answer to both of them. But there are other things. I believe that what I just deduced should be the answer to this, but we'll have to wait until tomorrow to check whether my deductions are true, are correct, or if they're similar to Herlock's wacky deductions. That was quite an episode. Also, again, the next episode of the series about the Greatest Attorney will be live streamed tomorrow at 10 p.m. CEST, Central European Standard Time, summertime, I mean. Also, for those interested, tomorrow I'm also going to live react to the upcoming Nintendo's Indie World presentation, but that will be in Italian. If you want to check out, even if you don't understand Italian, be my guest. So I believe there's nothing else to say. All the episodes of every live stream I broadcast, including the ones for the Greatest Attorney, will be uploaded on MP Rewind, my YouTube channel of Twitch archives. The link is there's the link on the Twitch page, and I hope that all those live streams will be uploaded soon enough. I'm working on it. Thank you for watching. Thank you also to whoever is going to watch whenever these live streams will be uploaded on YouTube. And see you tomorrow for more The Greatest Attorney. And I suppose this is going to be the live stream where we're going to end case 2 and start case 3. Because I'm starting to think that this case is investigation only, which is an interesting twist compared to other Ace Attorney games. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Ciao!